So my name's Tom, I'm from Bristol. I live in Exeter now. Essentially, I had a heart condition from a baby. So I was born with the aortic valve was too small, and they had to go in and do open heart surgery on me. Maybe 5 days after I was born, they cut me open, pulled my ribs up, because there's no keyhole surgery as well. So it was fully invasive. I had this checkup and I said, is the sort of exercise I'm doing, is it going to be damaging to me in any way? And they basically replied they just don't know, because not very many people had that issue and then have gone on to do sports. Parkour is the physical manifestation of individualism. So I chose to do parkour essentially because doing the conventional sports that I did, I found them very rigid. They were based around a structure. My life at the time when I was growing up didn't reflect that. The people that founded parkour didn't really give too much of a framework for people to build on, but actually that's been sort of a positive thing in the sport because it's allowed people to take it and build upon it in their own way. The original notion of parkour was a sort of an adaptive set of skills that you could use to move over obstacles in your environment. Parkour and sport in general is something I'm really passionate about. They give you a sense that you're in charge of the outcome of certain situations. It's my purpose at the minute. It's the real driving thing in my life. For me, in the beginning, what inspired me was the people around me. So I had a lot of guys that were a lot better than me. Being around those people really helped me to sort of push myself. The key to a big jump and the key to avoiding the injuries is just having open hips. This is the part that's going to give you the problem. So I'm just checking my surface lead. Just sort of getting myself into the mental state to be able to actually apply the technique and do it well. Yeah, just need to get myself to the position where I am doing it. Just trying to look at where I'm about to land and picture myself actually making the jump. Right, left, right, left, right, left. No, it's good, satisfying. Satisfying to get it. I was sure I could do it. You can see how much that took me then to sort of overcome the barrier of fear. Back in 2008, I was injured doing parkour. I had an ongoing sort of knee issue, which is tendonitis. And then to suddenly be just taken out of that when I'd geared my life up to do it was such a hard thing. I was out of the sport for about 8 months. I was looking for a way to heal the injury. So I chose some weight training movements. At the time I'd been reading a lot online about strength training because I was trying to do research into how I could better perform my sport. So powerlifting is comprised of 3 strength movements, the squat, bench and deadlift. Since I started powerlifting, my parkour has improved massively. My first day back to parkour after I'd been injured and recovered due to the weightlifting, I've not only found that I was better in terms of my health, but I was better at my sport. I was able to jump further, I was faster, I was stronger. So the most significant benefit really is just being stronger. That lends itself to every other quality. Strength really is one of the best qualities that you can build as an athlete. Powerlifting is a way for you to sort of be very intense and very aggressive if you want to be. You can then sort of exercise your demons through performing these quite intense movements. When most people think about strength training and they think about especially weight training, they think of bodybuilders, they think of people muscle bound, unable to move. They have to realise is that there are several ways that you can train with weights. The feeling that I get when I'm training and when I'm doing parkour is, firstly, I think it's a feeling of liberty, a feeling of freedom. A feeling of sort of actually being productive as well. You're sort of coming up to these problems in your environment and then you're solving the issue of those problems by overcoming them. The decision to sort of go vegan and eat a plant-based diet was an ethical one based upon an argument that was made by Peter Singer. Regardless of a creature's intelligence, regardless of their cognitive ability, the capacity to suffer remains. A lot of the things I've learned about overcoming adversity and keeping to a plan and succeeding in life have come from the struggles that I've sort of experienced through parkour, and I feel like I've learned a lot of things that can be really applied to other aspects of my life. For safety within parkour, I think it's just always important to know your potential, your limits as well. It's about knowing what you're capable of and knowing what you can do. I think the risk is a controlled risk. My ultimate goal on this journey really inside the sports. Initially it's to do well actually performing in the sport and to push things further. The goal is to perfect my methodology of training for parkour and then to pass it on to other people. I'm not going out to try and be like the best in the world or anything, but I'm trying to see what I can do when I put every effort into performing as well as I can. And to not follow necessarily what somebody else gives me as a structure or as a path to go down. I really want to be the person that's in charge of my own life, and I feel like I'm doing that through parkour, through powerlifting and through the ethical choices that I make.